Okay, so maintenance day today. It rained all night, it's been raining all day, and we only have 3 lawns left to finish out the week. One of them is a lady that's actually the president of my church. She's got a real tiny little yard, and then my neighbor's yard here and my mom's house. So no big deal. Working late last night really saved us, especially since the rain held off until later last night. But we got maintenance to do today and a whole bunch of it. So stay tuned for this.
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
And now it's time to change the oil on these 2 machines, plus I got to change the oil on the other walker. But this is Billy's machine and he's never changed the oil on it, so today's training day for Billy. He's going to change the oil on this. And you just keep on going, you'll see that oil start to drain out of the bottom there. The oil's coming out pretty clean, which is good. You want it to be a little bit dirty because these oils have detergents in them that clean the engine while you run it, and if it's not coming out a little bit dirty, then it's not doing its job. That should be all the way out. You can slide the wrench off there, don't drop it in the oil. Now what you want to do is take your rag here, set the wrench down. You want to unscrew, be careful, that whole muffler, everything's hot. You want to unscrew the oil fill cap, and when you pull it out there's going to be oil on it, so put the rag there, put the rag around it and slide it up. Oh, slide it right down the dipstick, so you don't drip any oil anywhere else. There you go. Now I can just wipe it off real good and set it aside. The reason you do that is because now you let air in the top, which makes the oil flow out faster. And once the oil's all done completely dripping out, or completely done dripping out, then you just screw that thing back in so that it stops, and then we'll change the oil filter. There, that's fine. Now slide your oil pan over to this side.
That's right over there?
Yep. Slide it right through.
Oh, okay.
Just don't shake it too much because it'll splash right out of there. That's good. Okay. Right there. You want to make sure it's directly under, because when you unscrew this oil filter, the oil's going to go straight down. So what you do is you unscrew it a couple turns and then let it drain until it stops dripping for the most part. Then you unscrew it the rest of the way. Yeah, sometimes you just grab it with your hand, but sometimes it doesn't work. As best you can, and then nope, you're tightening it.
Oh.
Lefty loosey. There you go. All right, now take the wrench off. Now unscrew it a couple turns and it'll start to drain right out of there. Okay, you can go probably a couple more. All right, stop right there, let it drain. It'll drip a few times, and then that's probably good there. Now you unscrew it and then you flip it upside down right onto that, see that section there of the oil pan?
Yeah.
Because it's got grooves in it, so the rest of the oil will drain out. So go ahead and unscrew it the rest of the way. And hold it with your whole hand. It's not heavy, but it's got a little bit of weight to it. Enough that it'll slip out of your hand. Pull it out, upside down, right onto that thing. Leave it there, it'll drain the rest of the way out. Now, watch out for a second. Let me get in there. Now what you do is you want to take your rag, hold this. I put this other mower in my way. Okay. Now, you want to take your rag, and this whole surface, see the bottom of this oil filter has a rubber ring on it. That's the gasket, okay? You want to make sure that gasket comes off. Sometimes they stick to there. And if you put the other one on that comes with that new gasket in it, then yeah, you'll be doubling up the gasket and you'll never seal right and you'll start leaking. So what you want to do is take your rag and just wipe that so it's perfectly clean, so you get a good seal when you put the new filter on. Okay, now make sure there's nothing on there that has to be clean, okay? Now take your finger and dip your finger in the oil. Smear it all around that seal.
Seal? Okay.
Yep. There you go. Now wipe your finger off. Now, when you have a car or a mower or anything where the filter screws straight up into it, it's always good to pre-fill the filter first. You fill it up with oil and then you put it on. If you do it here, half it's just gonna run out and make a mess anyway. Yeah. So go ahead and just screw that filter on. Make sure it goes on straight. If it goes on really tight, you're cross-threading it. If it goes on easy, it's going on the right way. Once it's tight, nope, don't use a wrench. Never use a wrench to tighten an oil filter because you never want them that tight. You'll never get them back off. You'll be stabbing screwdrivers in the side and trying to do that. It's a nightmare. So once you got it tight to where it stopped you, now give it another half turn with your hand. Good. There you go. It's good and snug. And that's exactly where you want it. Now it's time to put oil in. You got to be careful because I have the side cut out, because that's how I get the oil in. I need it cut out for one of the other mowers, but normally it's not cut out. So go ahead and stick that down in there, unscrew this cap here. Now you're gonna pour this entire first one in there. Okay. Keep going, trying to squeeze it, it'll come out all over you. And you're gonna pour nice and easy.
Let's go this way.
There you go, pour nice and easy. It's only going to go in so fast, so if it starts to fill up too much where it's going to run out, and you back off for a second. Now what you're going to do, you poured that first one in, you're going to pour this one in all the way down to that number 8 right there, so that there's just that much left in there. This is the ounces, okay? So you want to pour it in until there's only 8 ounces left in there, and then that should be perfect. Okay, now come up here and look at the hour meter. What's an hour meter say?
350.5.
Okay, we don't care about the 0.5, so 350.
Oh,
so
then don't you write on it when you check it?
This way I don't ever have to remember and think back, wow, what was that hour thing at when I changed the oil? Does it need an oil change? Now I just look down. So you write down 350, make it as neat as possible.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
It's a good.
350, and then we'll know when it hits 400, it's time to change the oil again.
That's a nice 350, isn't it?
Yeah, real nice. So now we know it says 350 on it, and so now we'll know that that was the last time we changed it. So once it hits 400, we know it's time to change it again.
You know what time it is. Marvin Devine, Huber, Axel, and you know how we do. Yeah, I got the juice, yeah, I got the juice. Big game cool, make them look like cool. Always play cool, that's the biggest rule. Fuck it, what they doing, keep on doing. Let's go. I've been making loot since like 22. Ask me how I made it right here in the booth. I'm always pursued cause of what I pursue. That's greatness, yeah, I gotta make it, I got things to lose. Boy, just wanna get in my crew, but you can't get in my crew. Me, XL, and Huber.
That's it, guys. Nothing too crazy today. I didn't even think I was going to put up a video because I didn't think we'd be doing anything today other than some maintenance. I did get a chance to finally bulletproof all those weed whackers. That's putting the bolt in. If you guys don't know what that is, there's lots of people with videos about them. But I've been meaning to do it, especially since I put the new speed feed heads on the FS111 and the 90 that I run with the Pro on it. But Billy got to learn something new today. We got the rest of our mowing wrapped up, and now we're off to do a fire truck drive-by for a special little girl's birthday. So we've done a couple of them already, and we're going to go do another one, because I think it's important for these kids to have this and to at least have something on their birthday. So the bigger we can make it, the better. And I contacted my local fire department, which I used to be a member of for years, and he's putting a truck together, and then me and the judge are going to get our fire trucks and driving them in the parade too, plus a bunch of cars. But anyway, hit that subscribity-bobbity button. Feel free to leave a comment if you'd like. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can, as Billy always says. And hit that thumbs up, and we will definitely see you guys in the next one.